Okay, so for solving a proportion, all right, this is what I need. We're just going to go around the room and everybody's going to give me a solution. All right, but you're going to do it organized. All right, when you solve a proportion, does anybody remember from 5th grade or 6th grade what you're supposed to do? What do you think? Okay, so it's called cross multiply. All right, you cross multiply. So just to make sure you're hearing me, I want the variable multiplied by the number first. So what's x times 12? We just say that's 12x. All right, then what you're doing is you're multiplying the 9 times 16. Or then you set those equal to each other. 12x is equal to 144. Now the 12x is equal to 144. After you do that, after you cross multiply, you what? Divide. All right. So now we're going to divide by 12. Divide by 12. And I just wrote that step out for your benefit. All right. I wrote that out for your benefit. All right. But it's not necessary. I feel like everybody understands cross multiply and divide. So x is equal to what? X is equal to 12. All right, I don't care about the numbers right now. I care about the process. All right, so Vivian, you're on number 2. When you cross multiply, what do you get? What? Say it again. Very nice. 28W. Notice she did the variable first. Equals 224. All right. And now your final answer is W is equal to, just a minute, okay? You're just completely interrupting. All right. How much? Do 32 times 7. And then divide that by 28. What is it? 28.
No, it's 8.
8 or 28? 8. That's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Doesn't matter. All right. W equals 8. All right. So again, cross multiply. The variable and the numbers goes first. And then the two numbers get multiplied. And then just divide. Sawyer, go.
All right, so 132 times 5.
Is what?
That's a good question. All right, hold up. I don't have a calculator, so.
Oh my goodness. That's what I'm saying, man. No calculator, no pencil.
I have a
Nothing.
pencil.
Listen to me. You're thinking it's funny. I don't. All right. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's funny. Where is that your pencils?
No, this is my pencil.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I
it
know
is.
you're not telling me the truth because when it was brought in here, when you came in here, it was sitting on your desk.
Yeah, it was on the floor.
It's not your pencil. Where is your pencil?
Yeah, I had one.
All right, you're being funny. I'm not. All right, I'm tired of it. All right, no pencil, no calculator. Come in here all happy, thinking it's funny. I'm not. I'm trying to educate you, and you're not. So 5 times 132 is what?
Uh, 660.
Now, what is the other part of it?
And then divide by 60.
No, 60U. All right, that's what you're supposed to be writing down. 60U equals 660. So now what does U equal?
Uh, 11.
U equals 11. Okay, number 4. Gabby.
36 times 504 divided by 47.
Yes. Anybody else get 14? All right. Now, again, you're supposed to be one step ahead. All right. You're supposed to be just working. All right. Now, Lila's going to tell us the answer, just letter or number 5. Go ahead. I know, but I want the whole equation.
Mm-hmm.
1400 what? Okay. Then what's the other side? And then when you multiply this, what do you get? Just read me the number and the letter. 480 times A. Everybody has to write 480A equals 1440. So you understand that that's on your paper, right? If you don't have the cross products, I'm not accepting it. All right, you're not allowed to just write the answer. So now, what's the final answer again? A is equal to what? Anybody else get 30? All right. Ella, number 6, write out the equation. Good. And so now what? And what did you get? 6. Anybody else? All good? All right, number 7. Let's hear it, Miss Elliott. Uh-huh. But tell me the equation. Yeah, that's it. 10m equals 12. All right, now divide it. What do we get? Now convert. Now, this is where we're practicing with the calculator. I want you to write it as an improper fraction now. Use your calculator to do that. You have to do second and then the fraction FD button. You with me? And that should make it. Did it work? You hit the. Shh, no one's asking you. All right, you got 1.2, correct? Then hit the second button and the probability, right? And now I need you to convert that to an improper fraction. So you hit second ABC and then enter. Or yours is a little bit different. Yeah, you got it, girl. 6/5. I want it as an improper fraction. We're trying to learn how to make sure you understand how to use your calculator. All right, number 8, go.
5H equals 255.
Thank you, sir.
Divided by 5, and you get, 30. No, I mean 51. No, you divide it by 30. Add it.
Dividing by 5, we got 51, right? You good? All right, next. Zach.
Okay, so two by the sheet, 2G, and 24 times 80 is 1,920. You divide it by the 2, we get 960, so G equals 60.
Thank you. That's exactly what you guys are supposed to be telling me. All right, Dylan, 10.
So 52 times, so 63F equals 684. And F equals 10.85714286.
Okay, so what did I tell you I wanted you to do with that number?
Rounded.
Miss Elliott, what are we supposed to do with that number? Turn it into an improper fraction. Use your calculator to do that. I'm trying to make sure you know how to use your calculator. You know how to do that? Second, and then the F to D button, which is on the probability button. Shh, let him do it. $684 divided by 63. Everybody should know how to use their calculator. And what does that answer? Now you have to convert it to an improper fraction. Do you remember how to do that? Second, and then the fraction button, ABC, and then hit enter. You see that, Dylan?
This is impossible.
Oh my goodness. Fill them out. Help them out, Zach. With what? With what? How do you use the calculator? On number 10, when you cross multiply, you're doing this times this. That's 63F. Do you agree with that?
Like 84.
Yes. Now divide, right? What did you get?
I got going 0.90, like
Point what?
You didn't look at fraction yet.
0.
No, because you did 63 divided by 684 instead of 684 divided by 63. You're dividing by the number next to the variable.
Fraction.
So do 684, just quiet, Gage. 684 divided by 63.
I got 10. I got 10.
Yeah, now you convert that to a fraction. There's this button on your calculator, the F to D button. Second, and it's right above the probability button.
6, 7.
Yeah, now you got to hit the improper fractions. You'll hit second ABC. And then hit enter. So after all that, Dylan, what was the answer? 76/7. Anybody have a problem with 76/7? Titus, you good now? All right, let's check out number 11. I'm on Sebastian.
So I did, 121 Z, equals, I did, 22 times 16.5, and I got 363. And then I did 363 divided by 121, and I got Z equals 3.
Perfect. That's it. Kirsten, let's go.
I did 24 times 80 to get,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
oh, sorry, wait, oh, no.
I don't know. We're on 12.
I was looking at. For 12, I did 12.6 times 2, and I got 25.2. So 3 times K equals 25.2 divided by 3,
Mhm.
which is 8.4, but then I zoomed into it with the fraction, and got 42 over 5.
How much?
42.
Anybody else get 42/5? All right, nice work. Milo, 13.
We are 43 of 35, and then 3 so 3.35, and 4, and then 79.
How much? Anybody else got 9/4? All right, Titus, you're up, buddy. Give me 14.
14.
Yep.
So, 2 times 3.5 times the, and then you times 21, 1.5. 31.5.
Good.
Then you divide both, then you divide that,
Uh-huh.
hit 9.
Everybody happy with 9?
Yeah.
All right, Gage, come on now.
Okay, so So we're doing Q 4 not 4 6.
Yeah, so how do I say that?
Q 46.
46Q, right?
Oh,
Say the number first. We have a number and a variable, that's all. Equals, tell me what that equals.
20,736.
And now what?
And then you're gonna divide this.
And what do we get? I'm listening.
Oh.
So do 20,736 divided by 46. Gage, what are you doing? Okay, okay, good. Okay, so here we go. Let's clear your calculator again. I know you know how to do it. So just do 20736 divided by 46. And you came up with a decimal, right? Now, hit the second button and then the fraction to decimal. Here, come here. Let me see what you're doing.
We just put 46 on the thing.
Let me check.
I didn't
So-
put this
it's
here.
okay, buddy. That's okay. Sometimes it happens. Yeah. So 20736 divided by 46 equals. There we go, right?
Mhm.
Then we do second and then fraction decimal. So now, oh, somehow that K got on there.
Oh.
Okay, so it's no big deal. If it starts doing that again, second reset. Second reset, yes. Now see how it went away. Sometimes when you hit buttons by accident, it just somehow, that's what I learned. All right, so now 20736 divided by 46, perfect. And then you can go, you know how to do that second fraction decimal. Now it's back.
Oh.
So if it messes up like that, just clear it out. And then of course, second.
Clear.
And tell me what that new fraction come out to be.
150. 18 over 20.
Just a second. 450 over what? Yeah.
450 with 18 over 20.
Yeah, but I want it as an improper fraction.
Oh.
Shh, he's got it. I'm trying to make sure he knows how to use the calculator.
Oh. 1,000. No wait.
10,000.
Shh.
1,368 over 23.
All right, I'm happy with that. All right, now listen, stop for there for a second. All right, now I'm just gonna go to a couple of the word problems. All right, just to show you how we're going to apply the word problems now. All right, everybody's looking up now. All right, I'm on 28 for just a quick second. Everybody's looking at 28. All right. So it says Donna's planning to run 13.1 mile half marathon. She tells of her plans to her European friends who asked how many meters she will run. All right, there are approximately 1,609 meters in a 1 mile. Write and solve a proportion that could find the distance in meters. All right, so here we go. I want everybody to write down exactly what we're doing above 13.1. This is miles, but we want to calculate how many what? So it's X meters. That's what I want everybody to write down on their paper for number 28. Everybody good on that? Equals. Now, miles, what is miles and meters? What's the relationship?
1,609 meters equals 1 mile.
Yes, thank you. 1,609 meters equals 1 mile. So in our proportion, where does the 1 mile go, on the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
On the top. The reason it goes on the top is because miles are on the top. What's on the bottom?
Meters.
Meters. So that's why 1,609 goes on the bottom. And that's meters. That's how easy setting a proportion is. All right, you write down the units. When you write down the units, it's easy to solve. People always make mistakes because they don't write down the units. Now we just do our cross multiplying. So when I cross multiplied, I ended up with x times 1. What's x times 1?
2020.
No, what's x times 1? I said, what's x times 1? And you start with some number. 1 what? 1x equals. Now you can jump in.
Down.
21,000. Exactly.
Oh.
13.1 times 1609. What did you get? I didn't hear you.
21,077.9.
Oh, thank you. And that would be considered what? Meters. All right. Anybody have problems setting that up?
You don't have to divide. Oh, wait, because 1.
Yeah, you can divide by 1 if you want. All right. Now I want to jump to number 30. So a couple of the kids had a lot of trouble with 30. So let's take a quick look at this. Lila's planning breakfast for her family event. She wants to serve waffles. She found this recipe for how many people? 8 people. This is for 8 people. And with 8 people, you need how many eggs? 2 eggs. All right. And you need half a cup of shortening. So everybody see, these are just your ingredients. And that's all for how many people? 8. So she comes along and says, looks in her refrigerator and says, wow, I have 3 eggs. Right? So how much salt do I need? All right. So how much salt? Using the information. All right. So I want everybody to write down 3 eggs. Over. We don't know how much salt we need. So that's your variable. X salt. So in my recipe calls for how much eggs. So if I use 2 eggs, that means I'm required to use how much salt? 1/2. Is everybody with me on this? All right, half a teaspoon. Is everybody okay with that? Now we cross multiply. When we cross multiply, I get, what do I get? 2x equals, or we can just say 1.5. And then after I do 1.5, I just divide by what? 2. Yes. And I would like it as a fraction. So 0.75 as a fraction. If you didn't know it was 3/4, you can use your calculator to adjust that to 3/4. But I feel like everybody should know 3/4. All right, now last one that I'm going to share with you. So it says how much baking powder. Now she needs to serve 12 people this time instead of 8. She's doing 12 people. All right. So if she wants to serve 12 people, she's trying to figure out how much what? Right. So then we put the powder goes on the bottom, X powder. Now, normally it calls for a recipe that has how many people?
8.
8 people. And if you use 8 people, you need how much baking powder?
1 tablespoon. Wait.
1 table. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
And then we just cross multiply. I'll let you tell me in a minute. Cross multiply. What do we get? Equals what? Now divide. X equals what? Come on, guys. Yes.
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
You don't need to do all this for this. If it's 1 tablespoon of baking powder for 8 people,
Yes.
half of 8 is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. So you already know it's gonna be half because it's an even.
Yeah,
I'm not even arguing one bit, guys. I'm not. I'm trying to teach you a process of solving. The numbers are easy for a reason. All right, I can make them hard numbers. It's not a big deal. I'm showing you the process right now. The process is to set up the proportion. All right, that's all I'm asking you to do. Set up the proportion and solve it. Right? Most all of these here, I can do in my head. Almost every single one of them. Right? But that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you to learn how to cross, multiply, and divide to set up a proportion. The idea is that you're setting up a proportion. All right. You need to learn that what goes with the eggs go on the top, the salt goes on the bottom. All right. I know you're smart. I know some of you can figure this out. That's not what I'm asking. All right. I'm asking you to set up the proportion. All right. That's supposed to be an easy skill, but I find that it's not. That's why I'm asking you to set it up. All right. So we went down here and got 1.5. All right. So you would say 1.5 what? Tablespoons or teaspoons? Yeah, powder, baking powder. So it's tablespoon. All right. Now, again, we've been writing as an improper fractions. In this case, I don't really care if you use decimals because sometimes 1.5 is better. All right. You can understand the number a little bit better. All right. But if you rewrote that as x equals 3/2 tablespoons, I'm okay with that also. All right. So your job now is finish up. You just got a couple word problems. I'd like to see if you can set them up on your own. 29, 31, 32, and 33. See if you can set those up on your own. Cross, multiply, divide. All right. Just like I asked.
What about the rest of the ones?
Yeah. Everything has to be done. All of it.